So guys, what a nice thing to wake up to, am I right? Like, who would ever guessed in a million years that this would ever pop up on our screens? But here we are. And what's crazy is that, you know, we saw the signs. Like, it was already, you know, apparent this was going to be the case. But I think with everybody seeing the update that dropped last night, for me it was 12 a.m. EST, that it was basically showing like new skills being added. So people were like, hey, you know what, whatever people were, you know, concerned about, that should be out the window, right? And what's crazy too as well, somebody was saying like, oh, just read with one of the upcoming maintenance that they said added of new events. I want to know how that person feels now that you're just saying just read, because now we're in a situation where the game is ending. That's it. Like, that's how it goes, you know. Like, and what's crazy too is I kind of felt like it was like 90% gonna be the case, because all the sales, even sales that you think were gonna end, they were ending, and I was like, damn, this game might be over. But I didn't want to make a video like, you know, sound the alarm, sound the alarm, sound the alarm, until we got the confirmation. Because if I sound the alarms and then it was for no reason, I'm gonna be like the story of the boy who cried wolf. And it's like, I don't want people to think like, wait, I swear I thought it was the case. No, I want my hard facts first before we go into the full scope of things. So now we have the hard facts right in front of us. Basically, My Hero Ultra Impact is going to be done. We're not gonna have it anymore. And you know what? Let's just start off by reading the termination notice. We're going to announce that the closure of My Hero Ultra Impact. Thank you all for your support, and we hope you enjoyed playing. We will keep the servers open until 11:59 JST, May 18, 2026. So please continue to enjoy My Hero Ultra Impact until the very end. All items can be used until the last day. So if you have any items of Hero Gems in your account, please use them before May 18, 2026 JST. Also, from today, we are disabling the purchase of Hero Gems. As I stated earlier about, you know, them like basically having a countdown for all the sales. That's the reason why. And regular courses. For more information, please check your game announcements. The exact service time will no longer be available and may vary depend on your region. So now let's take a look at the termination notice. Let's, you know, do our normal thing of checking out the data mines, all that good stuff, because we still have characters left in the game that we can, you know, basically get for free at this point. And then there are some other events that are going to be happening alongside this, you know, grand finale of My Hero Ultra Impact. So let's take a look at that. So funny enough, we don't have the characters on the website, the new characters that they added into the game. 100% makes sense. But let's go into the Discord and let's take a look. So we got the My Hero Ultra Impact finale campaign. So the new update, the past event stories unlocked, which you're able to check out everything. Assuming even first anniversary stuff is going to be here, but it's not going to be translated. We have the once daily free 10 times recruit Ultra Impact character, custom recruit UR, drop rates 1.5 times. So basically with this, drop rates for UR characters and memories are up. And also, the pity is going down from 200 to 50. Whoa! Awesome! That's insane, dude. I know a lot of people are going to be happy about that. No. We have the May 18th, 2026, 11:59 JST. The new added skill effect Rupture and the new added skill effect Link. Wait, are they coming out on the 26th? Wait, sorry, not the 26th. The 18th? No way. No, they're probably in the game. We'll take a look after this. Added a new skill effect, Rupture. The effect of the newly added Rupture skill effect is applied when a barrier, a state that nullifies attacks, granted to the character breaks. When the newly added Rupture skill effect is applied to a character, bleeding damage is inflicted when a barrier breaks. The skill effect of Rupture occurs each time a barrier that is currently applied to your character is consumed. So you compare it up with the new Shoto that we had. Crazy enough, the last character is Shoto. I guess they're trying to do like one more hoorah, but they didn't work out. What else? We have the added a new skill effect, Link Erasure. The effect of the newly added Link Erasure skill effect is applied when an ally other than the character attacks an opponent with an action skill. When the newly added Link Erasure skill effect is applied, if an ally excluding the character attacks an opponent with an action skill, the ally will cancel the opponent's temporary buffs before they deal damage. We got the new background, which is a grocery store. We have the new animations for Kirishima and Aizawa. I feel like at this point, why not? Let's just go on YouTube and let's just check these out, like live. No point in waiting, I feel like, anymore. There's just absolutely no point whatsoever. So let's see. Okay, so is this going to be music in the background as per usual? So we don't need to tap to unmute. So, okay. All right, Kirishima, do your thing. Let's go. And bam. All right. Nice little uppercut into the air. Pretty all right. And rip my hero Ultra Impact. And then now let's take a look at Aizawa right here, whose art looks really good, by the way. Really love this art. So paste and go. And let's... Oh, that might be like one of the best intros to a Pulse Ultra ever. Like, what? That was sick. And the background vibes, too. I like it. So now let's take a look at both characters Pulse Ultra's animation. We got the notice right here. Thank you for playing My Hero Ultra Impact. My Hero Ultra Impact will conclude its service on May 18, 2026. We would like to express our sincere gratitude for your continued support over the years. Please check the in-game information for more news. Yep, look at everybody's reaction to this. Crazy. Kirishima. Oh, so wait. Huh? So why are they not on the website? What the hell? That's pretty weird. Alright, so we got Ruler of the Edge, Kirishima. Take a look at what he's accomplishing. Instant Cleaving Fist. Interesting name. Deals 650% damage to a single opponent. Gives character a barrier that nullifies 2 hit. High chance of causing a single opponent to bleed for 3 turns when character has Fortitude. This effect cannot be nullified, restricted, or cancelled. Gives character ability to make a last stand 2 times when character does not have Fortitude. The enhancement bonus effect when activated causes a single opponent to bleed for 3 turns. This effect cannot be nullified, restricted, or cancelled. First action skill, which is going to be Heroic Blow. Deals 40% damage to a single opponent. When character is not enhanced, give character Rupture 10 times. And we already know what Rupture does. And increases character's power by 40% for 3 turns. Increases plus Ultra Gauge of all allies by 30%. The enhancement bonus effect when activated increases power of all allies by 40% for 3 turns. It gives character a barrier that nullifies 4 hits. The cooldown is for 4 turns. Second action skill, which is going to be Sturdy Blade. Deals 375% damage to a single opponent with a medium chance of causing the opponent to bleed for 2 turns. Increases the skill impact by 50% when character has barrier. Increases the skill impact by 50% when character's HP is below 50%. High chance of applying rush to the skill up to 1 additional activation when character does not have Fortitude. And then a high chance of applying rush to the skill up to 2 additional activations when character has Fortitude. The cooldown is for 4 turns. First auto skill, which is going to be the one who has your back. His character heads when these 2 conditions are met at the end of the turn. Number 1, when character HP goes below 50%. And then number 2, after 5 turns pass from the start of battle. His character a barrier nullifies 2 hits up to 1 time. And resilience. When character has barrier, gives character the ability to cover allies and increases character's max HP by 7% up to 5 times. Gives character a barrier that nullifies 1 hit after receiving 2 attacks. Multi-hit attacks equal 1 attack. Second auto skill, which is going to be Steadfast Legs. Gives character Rupture 5 times up to 1 time when character's HP is below 50%. Increases character's power by 50%. Gives character the ability to land a bullseye and Fortitude. Limits received damage to 5% of max HP. Interesting way of saying that. And reduces damage from Bleeding, Burning, Frost, Parry, and Revenge by 99%. Makes sense. At this point, you know, why make those characters still strong? Reduces the effective time of the character's temporary status ailment by 1 turn after receiving 2 attacks while using a barrier. Multi-hit attacks equal 1 attack. Gives character a barrier that nullifies 1 hit after receiving 3 attacks while using a barrier. Multi-hit attacks equal 1 attack. And then the enhancement bonus effect when activated gives character Rupture, and then gives character Piercing Shot when HP is below 50%. So now that we took a look at Kirishima, sounds like an interesting character. And by interesting, I mean he's just insane. When he's going up against Armored All Might and Bakugo, they just basically, when that effect is activated, they can't damage him. Aizawa, Moonlight Vigil. Plus Ultra Skill, Erasure, Capture, Kick. Cancels 3 temporary buffs of a single opponent and deals 650% damage with a high chance of binding the opponent for 2 turns. Reduce the cooldown time of all allies by 1. Increases the skill impact by 50% when character has 3 or more temporary action skill impact up effect. The enhancement bonus effect when activated. Skill gains bullseye. First action skill, which is going to be Efficiency First. Increases all allies plus Ultra Gauge by 30% and action skill impact by 25% for 4 turns. Gives all allies that are not making a last stand the ability to make a last stand 2 times. Increases power of all ally UA high students by 25% for 4 turns. The cooldown is for 4 turns. I'm kind of interested now thinking about it. Why did they release 2 hero characters? Why not 1 hero and 1 villain and just make it crazy? Second action skill, which is going to be Binding Barrage Strike. Deals 275% damage to all opponents. It decreases the opponent's defense by 25% for 3 turns. Low chance of seeing the skills of all opponents for 2 turns when using a character's first successfully executed skill chain. The enhancement bonus effect when activated. A medium chance of applying rush to the skill up to 1 additional activation. The cooldown is for 4 turns. First auto skill. Let's keep moving forward. They knew what they were doing with that. Gets character hands and these 2 conditions are met at the end of the turn. After the opponent's temporary buffs are canceled 15 times. After 7 turns... number 2. After 7 turns passed from the start of battle. Multi-cancels per action equal 1 cancel. Increases character's max HP by 35%. It gives character Link Erasure 1 time when character is not enhanced. This does not affect guess. The enhancement bonus effect when activated gives character Link Erasure 2 times and increases character's binding hit rate. And the second auto skill, which is going to be Student Discipline, increases all ally UA high class characters max HP by 20% and skill impact by 25%. Increases action skill impact of all ally UA high students by 25%. Increases action skill of all allies by 10% for 2 turns after the opponent's temporary buffs are cancelled 1 time. Multi-cancels per action equal 1 cancel. Increases power of all allies by 10% for 2 turns after the opponent's temporary buffs are cancelled 2 times. Multi-cancels per action equal 1 cancel. Increases critical hit rate of all allies by 30% for 3 turns after the opponent's temporary buffs are cancelled 3 times. Multi-cancels per action equal 1 cancel. The enhanced bonus effect when activated ignores target and has a medium chance of sealing the skills of a random single opponent for 1 turn after the opponent's temporary buffs are cancelled 1 time. Multi-cancels per action equal 1 cancel, and then increases the binding hit rate of all ally UA high students. Alright, that's pretty interesting. What the hell? So that is basically the last 2 characters that we're going to be receiving in game. They're going to be pretty crazy, but again, I don't know why they didn't just release 1 villain and 1 hero. I think it would have made sense. Then we have basically Midoriya, Bakugo, and then Aizawa with the SR support memory. Let's take a look at this. Increases character's action skill by 25%. After character receives 2 critical attacks, ignores targets, and cancels 1 temporary buff of a random single opponent up to 5 times. Multi-attacks equal 1 attack. I think at this point they should have just gave UR support memories. We don't need SRs anymore. Sharing with the world. Increases character's max HP by 20%. Increases power of all allies by 30% for 5 turns if there are any heroes on the team up to 1 time. Decreases power of all opponents by 20% for 3 turns if there are any villains on the team up to 1 time. Then we have the support memory UR, we are here, which people thought we were getting this Midoriya, but that's not going to be the case. Increases the character's max HP by 10% and gives character the ability to evade 3 times up to 1 time. You know, this is wrong, by the way. Midoriya didn't really have this like that until after, but sure. Unless I'm thinking about it wrong, but I don't think he had this cut like that until after the battle. Where did we live off? I don't even think we started. I'll just read it again just in case. Increase the character's max HP by 20% and gives character the ability to evade 3 times up to 1 time. Increase the speed of all allies by 20% when there are 2 or more UA high students on the team. Gives all allies immunity to buff block for 3 turns where there are 2 or more UA high class 1A characters on the team up to 1 time. Increases max HP of all allies by 10% for 2 turns after the opponent's temporary buffs are cancelled 2 times. Multi-cancels per action equal 1 cancel. And then we have one's daily free, 10 times recruit climax battle, select recruit versus all for one. We have the same thing going for All Might, sorry, not All Might, sorry, Best Genius, Gentle Criminal. And then we got the March UR Memory Recruit Ticket. Then we have the March SR Recruit Ticket. And then we have also the once daily free 10 times recruit Ultra Impact character custom recruit. So Aizawa is live in game, and I'm assuming also Kirishima is live in game as well. So we could get the showcases out the way. We have versus all for one climax battle, Gentle Criminal, Best Genius, and then we have the event Watch Out on Your Night Walk. Then we have the update from today's maintenance, and then we have the Ultra Impact Finale campaign. Let's actually take a look at this real quick. So let's just, I'm not gonna read all of this. I'm not. My Hero Ultra Impact Finale campaign. To express our sincerest gratitude to our players, we are holding a special campaign featuring the rerun of all previous climax battle, as well as multiple free once daily 10 times recruit. Previous climax battles available. So we have climax battle all for one. We saw basically for some of them, but let's take a look at the rest of them. Sonata is going to be available from April 4th to April 9th. We have Redestro available from April 10th to April 15th. We have All Might that's going to be my bad, the message came through. For the 16th of April to the 21st of April. We got Climax Battle Gen 10 that's going to be from the 22nd to the 27th. We got Endeavor that's going to be from the 28th to April 3rd. May 3rd. We got Shigaraki that's going to be available from May 4th all the way to May 10th. And then we got Star and Stripe that's going to be available from the 11th of May all the way to the 18th. As they said, once daily free 10 times recruit, Climax Battle Select Recruit. Then we have once daily free 10 times recruit, Ultra Impact Character Custom Recruit, where the Kirishima and the Aizawa are going to be at. Then we have the Plus Ultra campaign. So how many is this going to be? We recommend taking advantage of the campaign to power up characters and memories in order to complete any incomplete main quest, as well as to clear all former instances of Climax Battle. But what is the boost? Is it like 10 times the rate now? I think that would make sense if it's 10 times the rate now. Notice of termination, gift, box items, and drop up rate campaigns. We got the White Day background, and then we have 50 hero gems. I think at this point they should just give 10k per day, but I guess since it's free, you know, it doesn't really matter anymore. My Hero Ultra Impact database has been updated. The database website will remain active as an archive for My Hero Ultra Impact. So if people are wondering what's going to happen to the website, that this is going to be the case. More will be added, such as story sprites, models, and more to add assets to the assets available freely to view once the game has ended its service. I mean, most people, they do use this for thumbnails, the support memories more so, and the character arts for Ultra Rumble. So, you know, that is still a good thing to keep that around for that. And that's basically it. So most of you noticed through the video that I didn't add any sad music at all. I'm not gonna, I don't know if I explained this already, but I'm not gonna stab the wound more than it already is. People are already sad about this. Why make people more sad? Why make this video even depressing in the first place? Real quick before we do end off today's video, to cut, I had to take care of something real quick. So we are in game. I wanted to do this so we could check out basically the recruit, and we can also check out the gear shop, because they did say they added some things to that as well. And we can also probably check out the archive to see like all the event stories being featured. So we have the once daily free recruit climax battle, and then we have the once daily free 10 times recruit custom recruit. So we can get to UR drop settings right here, and then here's Kirishima, bam. And then here's Aizawa, bam. And then, where's Hagakure? We might as well get Hagakure in here. Actually, no. You know what? Screw you, Hagakure. Where is he? The character that I wanted for so long. There you go, bam. Young blue off one, bam, complete. Which, we'll make this into its own separate video. You know, why not? Let's try to milk out this game as much as we can. Now, let's take a look at the gear shop, and then take a look at what's in here. What is it here? I'm very curious. What did they add that was new? Because they did mention that in the update that they added some new stuff here. Anytime you want to load, by all means, go right ahead. Alright. I guess you don't... thank you. So we got the UR training ticket. Okay, so now they just give this for free. You can just buy it. Bam. Woohoo. Awesome. Cool. What do we have it here as well? Oh, we got tickets in here. Bam. Look at all these tickets. And then we have V Tower, which is, whoa, okay. They just gave basically everything for All Might right there. So if you just want to max them out, you can do that. They should have probably just gave 999 stars at this point. Like, why not? We got Gammas now being in the arena. That's pretty sick. Too bad the case that, you know, we basically, like, are done. Let's take a look at the Ultra Arena. How many points do we get from this now? We got, like, a lot, right? I'm assuming. And at this point, the tries should just be limited. We'll take a look, like, once we do the showcase for the characters. Archive. I want to take a look at the archive. That's the last thing I wanted to check out. So, let's see. Stories. And then let's go to event stories. And everything should be here, right? Everything should be here since the beginning, right? Let's see. Okay, so we got the new thing with the Aizawa. And then the first... Wait, was this the first? Wait. No, this is the first for global, right? Ah, they didn't add the old ones. Okay. Wait, no. They did, right? Am I crazy? Am I crazy and they did? Hold on. Because... You weren't... Yeah, you weren't out, I think, when... Hold on, because I need, like, a hard confirmation of a character that wasn't here. You, right? Yeah, you. You weren't. Yeah, okay, so I guess they did translate them? Okay. Wow, I didn't think they'd do that, but here we are. I think that just basically confirms it right there. Wait, you. I think it's you. No, okay, this is going to play the story, though. Damn it. I want like a hard confirm, like that was probably it right there. I can't remember off the top of my dome piece, but I think that was it right there. If not that, definitely I think it was the Endeavor, right? No, the Endeavor was on Global. You know what? I don't even know anymore. I don't know. I'm blanking out. I think a hard confirmation for me would be that if we saw like the All Might art that was free to play, because that right there would show that, bam, you know, that is basically the old event being translated into English, because that's what people are talking about in the Discord. I was taking a look at it just to see what's up. I was taking a look at that Discord, like when I'm not, you know, like doing a video about this, I check it out from time to time just to see what's up. So with that, we're in today's video. Hope you guys, I'm not even gonna say enjoy, just hope you guys watched. Be sure to like and comment if you want, so you don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also subscribe. I mean, but at this point, we'll see what happens with Chaos Gamer channel as a whole. If I can move on to something, that'd be great. If I can't, then, you know, it just happens. And with that, I'll see you next time. Peace.